What's going on, and welcome back. I am not I don't have the motivation today. I don't know why. Well, I woke up tired this morning. Tired. I've been laying here on the floor watching YouTube all day long. And I was like, man, I don't want to get up. I don't feel like doing anything. I needed to film though. I needed to film because I'm going to be busy all this week. I have to be practicing, have a disc golf tournament this weekend. Well, I'm filming this on Monday. You're watching this Friday. So tomorrow, I have a disc golf tournament tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to be practicing all week. Yep. No motivation whatsoever. But hey, I'm here. The show must go on. Listen, only in West Texas can you go through all of the seasons in a week. Last week I was playing disc golf. I was wearing a short sleeve shirt and shorts, mid 80s, you know. Awesome weather, awesome. I've said that before. People have been walking at the park, you know, checking out the water and everything. So it's beautiful weather. And then it got to the 70s and then the 60s. And today, let me show you what today looks like. Look at this. Freaking snowed outside. It's freezing. I mean, it's freaking freezing outside. So, yeah, that's crazy, right? And then this coming weekend, this Saturday, it's gonna be like 70 something degrees Saturday. Oh, thank goodness for the tournament. It's going to be a one-day tournament, so it's Thursday. I think the highs are like 36. I don't even know how cold it is outside right now. You see that? 16 degrees outside. So, yeah. Oh, next Wednesday's going to be 81. Oh, man. So, yeah. That's what's going on in today's news. Oh, you know, and because of this cold weather, Saturday, I was cooking breakfast. It was about 11. And around 11:30, our power went out. Everybody's power went out here in the neighborhood. Anyways, it came back on like at 12:30. No, it's like 12:45, something like that. Anyways, Saturday night around 6, our power went out again. Well, actually, I was sitting in here. I was playing a video game, and I heard like a big, it sounded like a gunshot outside, and we lost power for 30 minutes or so, you know. They say we were going to get power back on until like 10 o'clock at night. It only took like 30 minutes, so that was awesome. Last night, around 1:30 in the morning, everybody on that side of town lost power. My mom lives out there, my dad, you know, my bosses, you know. So I called everybody. And right now that was last night at 1:30 when their power went out. It's 6 o'clock at night. Their power's still out. Still. And it's 16 degrees outside. Luckily ours is still going. But if it gets dark in here, you know what happened. Yeah. And they're not expecting to have that power back on until tomorrow afternoon at 5. That's crazy. That is crazy. Man, if that happened here, I would take everything out of the refrigerator and just put it in the back porch. Because it's probably colder outside than it is in the refrigerator, I'm going to tell you. And I got a message from the school that due to power outage, check this out. Due to power outages and like freezing temperatures, which by the way I gotta work in the morning, there will be no school. Instead, it'll be virtual learning on their laptops. What about the people? Wait, due to power outages, there's gonna be virtual learning tomorrow. How are they gonna do virtual learning if there's no power? There's no electricity. Man, I tell you. God dang. I told myself today, I'm not going to make a very long video. Now I'm getting motivated, dude. Now I'm getting motivated. Beer of the week time, people. I'll be right back. Yeah. I got motivated. All of a sudden, I don't know. I got amped up. Anyway, today's beer of the week is the official beer of Fort Stockton Disc Golf. Natural Light. Why? I don't know. You know, there for a while we were drinking Miller Lite. Miller Lite. And then we went from Miller Lite, and then we started drinking Coors Light there for a little bit. I'm not really a Coors Light kind of guy, but everybody was drinking it, so you know what? I got used to it. And then they stopped drinking Coors Light, now they drink Natural Light. That's why I call it the official beer of Fort Stockton Disc Golf. I shit. God damn, my stomach is kind of growling. I shit you not. Everybody at the park, well, almost everybody at the park, just drinks Natural Light. But I tell you what, at least it ain't gonna taste like grapefruit. I can tell you that. Cheers, everybody. This one's to you. If you lost power, I hope you stayed warm out there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Stay warm, my friends. Stay thirsty as well. Yeah. Yes. Wednesday morning when I get to work, or this past Wednesday when I got to work, my boss tells us that they're giving COVID vaccines at the Civic Center from 7 in the morning to 11. It was everybody, 60 years and older and with underlying conditions. And then from 11 to 2 o'clock, everybody else could get one if they wanted. I didn't I wasn't going to go. I had no desire to get the vaccine at all. And then I started thinking about it. I'm at work. I'm writing around or whatever. I'm working. And I thought, man, I need to cover my ass. You know what I mean? Like, I need to keep myself safe because I'm playing disc golf every other day with a lot of guys. And nobody wears, like masks out there when they're playing. They're definitely not practicing social distancing out there either. So I'm like, I don't know where these guys been, or their family members, and then they have they could be sick and they don't even know, asymptomatic. So I have to cover my ass. So I thought, okay, I'll get the vaccine. I'll go get the shot. Basically, for those who don't know, the shot, what it does is, if you catch COVID, you'll live. Let's put it that way, you'll live. I mean, you'll catch it, but you won't get it that bad. And also with the vaccine, you won't spread it. So if you get it, if you actually get COVID, if you've been vaccinated, You don't have to quarantine, pretty much. That's what I think. That's what's going on. Anyway, I get there. Me and a buddy from work. We go about 10:30, and we're at the Civic Center. We're in line. We're in this big line, of cars. We get up to the building, and a nurse comes up to the window, and she's like, "Do you have any of these health conditions?" And I'm like, "No, nothing." She goes, "Okay, fill this paper out. Fill these two papers out, and go park and tune your radio to 105.5." Each paper had a number on there, and they said, "We'll call your name over the radio or your number, and then you get off your vehicle and come inside and get your shot." All right. Sitting there waiting, filled out my paper or whatever, and man, it wasn't even like 30 minutes later. They called our numbers, so we get off the truck. We go get in line, and we enter the building. The other nurse that was in there, she's like, "Okay, so do you have any of these health conditions?" I was like, "No, I don't. I went to the doctor's maybe a couple weeks ago. For the most part, I'm in pretty good health." So I was like, "No, I don't have none of these underlying conditions." She goes, "Well, then you can't get the shots. These are for people 65 and over and with underlying health conditions." She goes, "Come back at 1. And if there's any vaccines left, you can get it." All right. After that, I went back to work, and I didn't have no desire to go get the shot again. Just go wait in line again. I'm thinking, was they're only gonna give like 400 shots out that day, and I was thinking it was 1 o'clock. When I left the place, it was packed full of people. Like, they ain't gonna have any left. So 1 o'clock came around. My dad, he was there. He called me. He's like, "Did you get the shot?" I was like, "No, this is why, blah, blah, blah." So we're gonna come back at 1. He goes, "Okay, we'll come back at 1. And I called him. I said, "You know what? It was packed. There's only gonna be 400 shots are gonna be given today, and there's not gonna have any left." He called me back at 1. He says, "Go get it. You're giving it to people now." I still had my paperwork, so yeah. I go back and I take my paperwork with me, and I gave it to the nurse, and she was like, "Okay, just park your truck and come in." So, all right. I hate shots. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Shouldn't have went in the first place. So I parked the truck, and we get off, and we walk inside the building. There's like nobody getting their shot at the moment. So I was like, next to get mine. The doctor or the nurse tells me, "What arm do you want it in? Your right or your left?" I was like, "Well, I'm playing disc golf today. Make it the left." So I turn away. I'm like this. I'm like, I hate shots. I hate them. I'm like, I don't want to see it. And then I was like, and I was like, I look, and he's already putting the Band-Aid on my arm. I go, "That's it?" He's like, "Yeah, that's it." I was like, "Damn. I didn't even feel it." I was like, "Sweet." He goes, "Go over here with this nurse. She'll finish up with you." All right. Nurse got my information. She made me an appointment for the 3rd, so I can get my second shot. And she tells me, "Go have a seat and wait 15 minutes just to see if I'm going to have a reaction to the vaccine." Anyways, I sit down and I'm just waiting, playing a game on my phone. And then I start looking at the symptoms of the symptoms you can get from the vaccine. That was a big mistake, because now I'm like, my anxiety is like going up. I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, 15 minutes passed. I felt fine. I get up and I walked outside. That's when it hit me. As soon as I felt that wind hit me, I was like, oh. I felt weird. I felt like I had a buzz. You know? I felt like I kind of like I had a buzz a little bit. I was like, whoa. So, we're finishing work. 2 o'clock comes. I'm just feeling weird now. My body. 2:30, 3 o'clock, I go pick up my son from school. His mom calls me, asks me if I can babysit. I'm like, yeah, I guess. And I pick my son up, I go drop him off with my mom. And while I'm waiting for my son's little brother to get here to the house, my head starts hurting. Like, my head starts hurting. I'm starting to get a headache. It's from the vaccine. That was one of the symptoms you could get, headaches. I'm like, oh, great. I'm going to go play disc golf. Now I got to babysit. I'm going to take him with me, so I can't leave him here by himself. And my head hurts. So my head's starting to hurt. They told me to take Tylenol, but I didn't have Tylenol at the time. I had to go get some. So they'd come and drop them off, and I packed like 3 beers in my golf bag. I'm thinking, well, maybe if I drink a beer or something, maybe my headache will go away. Get to the park or whatever. There's no baskets at the park. There's none. There's like maybe four baskets left. They're replacing all of them. All brand new baskets for this weekend. That's awesome. Anyway, I open a beer or we play. We start playing. The baskets that were left, and I open a beer and I take a few drinks and I'm like, I can't. My head's hurting. So, whatever. I didn't finish that beer. We come home after we get done playing. I'm thinking, well, maybe, a hot shower will make me feel better. And by this time, it's like 6. And I tried drinking another beer. I couldn't. Couldn't do it. Anyway, I get in a shower and I'm like, my head still hurts. By this time, I'm feeling like shit. This vaccine made me feel like shit. So, my son sends me a text message. Can you pick me up? I was like, yeah, when I get out of the shower, I'll go pick you up. So, get out of the shower. I get his little brother. I'm like, let's go pick up Caden. Let's go pick up my son. On the way back home, I stopped at the store and I bought me some extra strength Tylenol because I was like, yes, I need this. Popped a couple of Tylenols. I was sitting here, watching YouTube, feeling like shit. And all of a sudden, I started feeling better. Tylenol helped, man. It really did. It really, really did. And then I started getting hungry. And I decided to make a Totino's party pizza and raviolis. I think my dog is doing something in the living room, in the kitchen, Anyways, so I make the pizza and the ravioli, and I like putting like hot sauce on my pizza, right? So I'm like putting hot sauce on the pizza, put inside the raviolis, and my son's little brother just looking at me, he's like, you're putting hot sauce on your pizza? I was like, yeah. He's like 8, 9, I think. He's like, oh. He gives me this look and he goes, oh, it's not in my character to do that. And he walks off. Like, I'm making it for me, not for you, little shit. Anyway, they come pick him up. And finish eating it, I go to bed. Yeah. Next morning, my arm was hurting from the shot. But yeah, I got vaccinated. Well, I got the first shot done, and I got to get the second one. Oh, man. I can't wait for that second one because they say the second one's the one that's supposed to get you sick. The first one, it didn't really get me sick. It made me feel like shit. It gave me a bad headache. I've known people that gotten the second one. It didn't affect them. It's like nothing. Hopefully, that'll be me. I won't get nothing. I don't need no more, it's just a pain in the ass. So, can't wait for this shit to go away, even though it's not gonna go away. But, hey, at least I think I'll be alright if I catch the damn thing. And you will too, because I won't give it to you, that's for sure. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.